Hi guys, welcome back. So today what I am going to be doing for you is I am going to be recreating the look that I have on my eyes right now. So when I did my, what did I do? When I did my Target unboxing, my Target beauty box unboxing, someone in the comment section of that video asked if I could do a tutorial on this look. I hesitate to call it a tutorial because, as I've said before, and I'll say it again and I'll stress this forever, I'm not a makeup artist, so I don't feel like I'm really in a position to be telling anyone else what to do, what not to do. I really just do what I think works for me, what I feel looks good. So I'm gonna just be calling this a recreation, just do step by step what I remember doing, the day I did my makeup. The only thing I can tell you for sure is that for whatever reason, the day I was doing that makeup, I started doing it just because I wanted to test out one of the new eyeshadow palettes I had gotten from my Hush haul. And for some reason I kind of had dragons on my mind. I don't even know why. I just remember having dragons on my mind, and for some reason the green kept calling to me. I just really wanted to do something with that green. It was just such a beautiful looking color, and like I said, dragons were just kind of in the back of my mind somewhere, and that was kind of what inspired me to put this together. So yeah, that was really all the inspiration there. There was nothing else specific behind it, but yeah, I'm gonna quit yammering. I'm gonna not make this intro a million years long. So if anyone else is interested in seeing how I created this look, then we'll just get started.
To start off, I've already pre-prepped my eyes using the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind in the color Fair. I'm going to start off by going into this transition color from the Jaclyn Hill palette. I'm using that on a nice fluffy brush, and I'm going to start building that up in the crease. And I'm going to start off slowly from the outer corner, and then I'm going to work my way into the inner corner. Now, using this tapered fluffy blending brush, I'm going to be going into this green. I would sort of describe this as like a sea foam green. I'm going to start off first by stamping this color on the outer corner of my eyes to start building it up. And then I'm going to start blending it into the crease just under the first transition color that I use. I'm starting off lightly, and then I'm going to slowly build this color up to the saturation that I want. Here I'm just using the edge of the brush to kind of feather in that color, because when I go over it with the next color, I want a nice gradient effect. Now I'm just using the fluffy blending brush from the first color just to go over the edges and make sure there aren't any harsh lines. Here I'm going to be using this brush that came with one of my gel liners, and I'm going to be going back in with the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind. I'm going to use that to cut the crease. Now, I don't follow any particular like pattern or anything. I just kind of follow the natural fold and crease of my eyes, and I try to just keep it as straight as I can. And I'm only going to be doing this for about the inner corner to the middle of the eye before we go over it with the next color. Now I'm just using my ring finger to blend out those edges just to keep that gradient look. Using the green I just showed you from the City Colors palette, I'm just going to be dipping it with my finger and then patting that all over where we just put that concealer down. taking the same tapered blending brush from before and going back into the same green that we used before, I'm once again going to start the same technique that we did the first time, which is stamping the color down on the outer corners of the eyes and then starting to blend it up into the crease, and also making sure to feather it out and keep it like a gradient look with that lighter green color that we put down just now. And now taking a black liquid liner, I'm going to be doing a wing before I actually finish off the rest of my face. I do this because just in case I mess up, it's a lot easier for me to clean up than if I already have my full face of makeup done. So at this point I have finished my full face off camera. I'm back to do the under eyes. So I'm taking that first transition shade and that green in the palette. I'm going to be mixing those together on a flat shader brush, and then I'm going to start blending that down under the bottom lash line. Going back to the tapered blending brush with no extra product, I'm gonna go over the bottom lash line just to blend it out and make sure there's no harsh lines. Now I'm using the Rimmel Scandaleyes liner in black, and I'm just gonna be lining the bottom waterline from outer corner to inner corner. Going back in with the City Colors palette, I'm taking a small detail brush and I'm just going to be rolling that into the silver color and placing that in my inner corner. Here I'm using the Flower Beauty Warrior mascara to cover my upper and lower lashes.
So that was how I was able to come up with this look. I really hope that for anyone who stayed and who watched the video, if you're inspired in some way, shape, or form, if you actually do recreate this same look, or you're just inspired to do something based off of it, I would really like it if you posted it on Instagram and tagged me in it. I would be so happy to see it. I love seeing other people's work, and I would especially love to see anything that was inspired by or recreated from anything that I've done. I hope that anybody who chose to watch it to follow along, I hope that I made it easy to follow. Like I said before, I am not really good at this sort of thing. I'm kind of just good at sitting here and doing what I think is right or what I think looks good on me. But I do hope that either way that I made it easy enough to follow along or to recreate if that should be the case. That's all that I have for you today. If you haven't already, then please comment, rate, subscribe. Please don't forget to hit that bell these days. That is extremely important. You all have an amazing weekend wherever you are, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.